Jax Chats rolls along, joined by Reed Davis from men's soccer. Reed, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get going. So you're a soccer guy. When did you start playing?
Well, you know, back when I was younger, I used to play all different kinds of sports. I always had a ball with me, but probably about 6 years old, and I fell in love with soccer, and I just kept going with it from there.
Now, is that what you were always best at? I mean, 6 is kind of early to tell, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, once I started narrowing it down, I played basketball, but it was mostly just soccer. You know, basketball in the summer when we didn't have our season, so I just knew pretty much from a young age that soccer was the one.
Now, did you play any club where you traveled around?
Yeah, I played at Clay County, and you know that was from like 13 all the way up till high school. You know, we traveled around Southeast mostly, and then most of our games were in Florida. But then we played 1 year in the Southern Premier League, and we played Southeast teams, so up to Tennessee, down to Miami.
Coolest place you went along the club circuit?
Actually, it was Virginia. We had a tournament in Virginia. It was the Jefferson Cup. We went up there for about a weekend, and it was just fun time.
So far in your career, you've been pretty decorated. In high school, 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year. Which year was harder, do you think, to earn those kind of accolades? The first time you won, or the second time?
Definitely the second. You know, after junior year, we did it. That was the first time, but then senior year, like, it was expected, so it was definitely a little more pressure on me and the team just to get back where we went in the earlier year.
You probably had some opportunities coming out of high school, right? How'd you end up choosing JU?
Well, you know, when I took my visit, I spoke with Coach Mao, and then we took a visit here, got to meet some of the players, and you know, just kind of like just saw where the program was going and how the players interacted and with the coach and with each other. And, you know, I just kind of like was attracted to that. I liked the culture and what direction I was going.
Yeah. What about JU? What do you love about the school?
You know, I just love that we're all family. You know, like the sports teams, like there's not that many. It's not necessarily a big school population-wise, but you know, just all the sports just come together and like support each other. So that's what I like about it. What
are you majoring in?
I'm an economics major.
Okay. What do you want to do with that?
Well, something with business. You know, I'm not really sure exactly what, but definitely along the business path.
Now, do you have business history in your family or anything like that?
Yeah, well, my dad actually owns a few businesses in Fleming Island, so you know, if everything goes wrong, then maybe I'll just take over that. But yeah, definitely there's some business in the past.
You stayed close to home, Fleming Island, not far from here, obviously. How often do you get a chance to get home and see the fam?
During the fall, not too many times. You know, we're kind of busy with the schedule, the competition season. In the spring, I did a few times, but I mean, honestly, like not too many more times than I would if I lived further away.
Does it feel like you're almost like away at school? I mean, Fleming Island, that's a drive, even though it is technically within kind of the same relative city bounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically close, but it still feels like I'm away. I mean, it's not an easy little 20-minute drive, so I mean, it's not easily accessible. Yeah.
What do you love about Jackson, the city?
I mean, I like the beach. Growing up, we always went to the beach, so I just love the beach. I love hot weather. I don't really like the cold, so yeah, just the beach.
You surf, or what do you do usually when you go to the beach?
Just hang out, you know. Not really. I never surfed, but
yeah,
just hang out at the beach.
All right. So when you're on the soccer field, what kind of defines your mindset when you're playing?
I mean, mindset. I would say just, you know, never giving up, always going 100%. You know, growing up, my dad always told me to give 100% of the time. So just working as hard as I can every minute on the field.
What about this year's team stands out to you? What do you love about this group of JU Dolphins?
I would say this year we're a lot more connected. You know, last year chemistry wasn't there, but this year I feel like there's no, like, every relationship on the team is very strong, and I think coming early in the summer that helped a lot. You know, we got to meet the freshmen and they get to adapt to the culture, and then I feel like just the chemistry is a lot better.
All right, so you're a forward, you have an attacking mindset. What makes a good forward?
I think someone who just forgets about the past really quickly and just looks for the next play, the next opportunity. You know, if you miss a chance that should have been executed, you know, you can't think about it, you can't hop on it, because then it'll just affect the rest of your play. I think you just need to have a short memory and just look for the next opportunity, always trying to get, you know, another chance.
All right, we're coming up to the end of our walk here. This campus, beautiful, a lot of great spots. What's your favorite spot? Where do you find your peace?
Definitely Southern Oak. You know, it's nothing better than playing under the lights, Southern Oak, you know, looking in the crowd, you know, looking around, seeing your teammates just playing. It's the best thing.
The intimate environment, the cottage, Southern Oak Stadium, I mean, it's phenomenal. You can see this guy, Reed Davis, all season long at Southern Oak Stadium. Men's soccer looking for another good season and an ASUN championship. Reed, thanks for the time today. This has been fun.